Hey guys, it's Dana from the Tao of Dana, and I just got back from a really magical trip to Taisekaji in Japan, and it's where the head temple of my Buddhism is located. And there's so much I want to tell you about, but really, truly, I want to talk about the idea of letting stuff go. I let go of so much stuff this past week that I didn't realize was affecting me in such a profound way that I had to talk about it. My friend Parker did an article for my blog recently, I'll link it below, about how we're made up of mostly empty space. We're actually structurally, get this, like 97 or 98% empty space within ourselves, within our body. So there's very little material holding us together, but yet we can feel so heavy and be so stuck in our minds and be so unable to get things done and feel so just immobilized. And why? And it's because we're actually holding on to a lot of things that have a kind of weight, a weight that makes us feel like we're not free. But we are. We're all free. I had so much heartbreak, so much trauma, so much disappointment, so much stuff that I'm sure you can probably relate to. So many anxieties and fears and things that were just rushing through my body and then leaving. And I was like, wow. I had no idea. I'm a pretty happy person. I had no idea that I had this stuff lingering in my life, but we all do. And it makes us heavy and it makes us feel like we're more matter than we are space. We should feel spacious. We should be able to feel that feeling because when we're spacious and light, we can create things that are amazing and we can really feel united, and we can be so much more powerful being spacious than being heavy and stuck and in our heads. And so I thought about it and I was like, so how exactly, if you don't go on this magical trip to Japan with me, can you start to let things go in your life? And beneath all of it, beneath all the stuff I was holding on to, it was all a lack of compassion. A lack of compassion for myself, a lack of compassion for other people, a lack of ability to really love, a lack of trust, which is another form of a lack of compassion, a lack of faith in myself. And to cultivate that compassion, I really started to not think about myself anymore and started to really think about all the ways that I could help other people more and more and more. And even on this short trip, it became less about me and so much more about everyone else. And everyone experienced this similar feeling of it being less about them and more about everyone else. In Feng Shui, compassion and self-empowerment, otherwise known as the money area of your life, are completely and totally inextricably linked. So if you're looking to create a bigger fortune in your life, if you're looking to create something both materially and in every other way rich and prosperous, you really need to cultivate compassion in your life. I know it seems paradoxical because it seems like a lot of people who have a lot of money are assholes. I know that, but that's not necessarily the truth. And moving forward into this world that's being created, it's certainly not the truth. We really need to unite. We really need to work together, and to be fulfilled and happy and prosperous, it's all about helping others. It's all about being compassionate. When you're holding on to anger and you won't let it go, it's because you can't find a way to be compassionate for the person who's wronged you. When you're holding on to heartbreak, you can't find compassion for a person who has their own situations that they're dealing with. When you're holding on to all of this victimization and trauma, you're not being compassionate with yourself and allowing yourself, I wasn't allowing myself to just let it go, to not take it on, to not let these things define who I was. And I didn't realize it, and I didn't see it until I got completely away from everything and sat down and had no cell phone and no technology and no anything, and just surrounded by spirit in this amazing utopia. And I could actually see how much I was carrying around and how much I needed to let go. And if you need to let some stuff go, I suggest you simplify your life a little bit, cut off some of the telephone addiction and TV addiction and all sorts of internet addiction, even though you're watching this on YouTube, and just cut it off, minimize it, spend more time at first by yourself, get to see what's really going on with you, and help people. Help people. Think about ways that you can help people. And you might say, well, I can't help anyone because I have all my own problems to deal with. But that's how you solve your problems. You solve your problems by helping people. It's happiness, it's joy. That's where things get solved. So I'm wishing you guys an amazing week. There's so much ahead that I'm so excited to share with you. And if you have questions, comments, anything, leave them below. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.